What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Better Baseball. As usual, I'm Patrick Hennessy. Hope everyone's having a beautiful Monday afternoon. Life is good, bro. Baseball is like I can't even say baseball's back because now it just like feels like it's like a part of your day to day. You know what I mean? It's not like opening day, yada yada yada, like get all the ceremonies and stuff. No, like baseball is just here. Now we just sit back, relax, enjoy the season. But hope everyone's doing well. We have a lot of baseball stuff to talk about that happened over the weekend. Yeah, bro, there's just a lot of stuff going on. The weather's getting nicer. Easter's next weekend. The Easter Bunny, bro, I went to the mall this weekend. I saw the Easter Bunny. I waved at him. He didn't wave back at me. It's fine, though. But yeah, dude, like, it's just, we're getting into that really crisp part of the year where it's like April, May, June. I think an argument could be made where it's like the 3 best months of the year. Granted, I feel like I say that every year, like once we get to September as well. I'm like, yo, September, October, November, elite 3-month period. But I think like that period of April, May, June can compete just as well. Maybe not as close, but they're still good. But yo, appreciate everybody for stopping by. Appreciate you if you're watching on replay. You guys are all legends in your own right. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. The main topics I want to hit on today, in addition to, I guess, like the little stuff, Trayce Thompson. Got to talk about Trayce Thompson, bro. Trayce Thompson. Like kind of just like his reemergence and also I guess just his story in general, I think it's really intriguing. Klay Thompson's brother, Trayce Thompson, by the way. Don't get that twisted. Kodai Senga. I want to talk about his Major League debut because it kind of started off a little bit rocky yesterday, but he ended up impressing, bro, with that little ghost forkball action. We'll talk about that. And then I also want to talk about the Phillies in the third main topic here. Because you guys know I'm a big Philly guy. They have no wins. They're one of 3 teams with no wins, I believe, in addition to like the Tigers and Royals. Not ideal. Not ideal for my Phillies. But, dude, it's fine. We're going to talk about that. But before we do that, let's talk about Trayce friggin' Thompson. I think it was on Friday or Saturday. He had that 3-home run game. And now, like, I'm kind of starting to ask the question to myself. Because he had a pretty good season last year, too. Let's not forget that. I'll pull up his numbers here real quick. If we're looking at Trayce Thompson's 2022 season. Let me scroll down. So between the Padres, well, 6 games with the Padres, but majority of it with the Dodgers. Bro, he had an 850 OPS, 860 OPS. He batted 256, 353 on base, 13 home runs, 41 RBIs. That's really good for only playing in 80 games. Let's call a spade here. Trayce Thompson had a really good season last year, and it was pretty low key. I guess because he only played half the year. But and then you're looking at what he's done so far in this season. Bro, I know it's 2 games. Pat, what are you talking about? But, bro, he still has 3 home runs and 8 RBIs in the first 2 games of the season. Look at that OPS, 1,800. Is it an early overreaction? Sure. But I think it's a fair early overreaction. Especially when you look at, like, the first 3 games that he had with the Oakland A's in 2018. Bro, he had 1 hit and 7 at-bats. So bite me, bro. I love overreacting to, like, little narratives like this in the beginning of every season because you never know what's real and what's not, right? It's like, what year was that when Trevor Story went absolutely off to start off the season? I want to say it was, like, 2017? When Trevor Story started off the season, like, setting records for most home runs in the first couple games of the season. It was somewhere around that time. But also, and then, obviously, he ended up working out in the future. But then you have guys like Christian Villanueva, who started off, I think, 2016 red hot, and that he ended up being nothing, right? So, Trayce Thompson, I am rooting for him. I think that, obviously, the Dodgers could use a little bit more pop in that lineup, considering the fact that they lost Justin Turner, Trey Turner. They lost some big hitters in that lineup. So if Trayce Thompson emerges as like an absolute stud, shout out to the Dodgers because they'll be a dangerous lineup. But I will say one thing about Trayce Thompson. I find it a little bit interesting, like where the hell he came from, dude. And also, I want to give a tremendous amount of respect for this dude, just for like the grind of it all. Because I'm not sure if you guys remember, but Trayce Thompson played a role on that Dodgers team maybe like 7 years ago, maybe like 2016, 2017. And then he kind of fell off the face of the earth a little bit. And bro, dude could have just packed it up and called it quits. You know what I mean? Like he could have just been like, oh, maybe baseball isn't for me. I'll sit back and I'll like go work at Exxon. You know what I mean? But he didn't, bro. I'm gonna pull up his minor league stats here, and they're kind of crazy. So obviously 2016 with the Dodgers, 2017 a little bit with the Dodgers, but then, bro, we're looking at like his minor league stats. He played in 2018. He played 48 games with the White Sox. Then 46 games with the White Sox AAA affiliate, bro, where he had a 641 OPS. Also, keep in mind, he sucked with the White Sox. I don't even know like how the White Sox kept him on the roster for that long in 2018. In 48 games, he had a 378 OPS. There's no way that's even real. There's no way those are real numbers. About 378 OPS in 48 games in the majors. Bro, at that point, dude could have just packed it up, called it quits, called it a career, whatever. He didn't. Next season, 2019, he signs a minor league deal with the then Indians. Plays 89 games there, 776 OPS. Bro, nice little jump. 2020, I guess, since minor league baseball wasn't really a thing, I guess he didn't play. But then 2021, bro. 2021 is where things get interesting because we kind of start to see the career resurgence of Trayce Thompson after completely falling off the earth after 2017. Even 2017, it wasn't really that good, to be honest with you. But 2021, between the Cubs and Diamondbacks, AAA affiliate, bro, dude put up an 827 OPS. Quality stuff. Beautiful stuff. And then obviously 2022, we know like he kind of had his nice little resurgence with the Cubs at the major league level, bro. 1,100 OPS in 15 games. And then he played a little bit with the Padres, and then the Dodgers is really where he found his home. But that's why I'm saying, like, I respect this so much. The fact that, like, this dude found success very early at the major league level, right? And he was kind of just known at that point for being Klay Thompson's little brother. Little brother? Who cares? But at that point, he was kind of just known for being Klay Thompson. At that point, it was known that he was known as being Klay Thompson's brother. But then he kind of just like, he fell off a little bit. And you know what? It's like that Drake lyric, bro. He's like, oh, I had someone tell me I fell off. Oh, I needed that. Trayce Thompson needed someone to tell him that he fell off. Because then he bounces back in 2021, becomes an absolute dog. Then, bro, 2022, nice job, Trayce. And then 2023 starts off the season with a 3-home run game. Trayce Thompson is what you should be looking up to as a child. Is that a little bit over dramatic? Maybe. But if I had a kid, I'd want him to look up to Trayce Thompson. Because he's the definition of motivation and encouragement and enlightenment. Shout out to you, Trayce. Shout out to Kevin in the chat. Kevin, I love you. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Trayce Thompson. Maybe I'm going to look stupid if, like, a week from now, he's batting, like, 150 and he's, like, over his last 20. Maybe I'll look dumb in that case. But as of right now, I feel very confident in saying that Trayce Thompson is going to play a big part in the Dodgers offense this season. You're welcome, Dodgers fans. You're very welcome. Moving on to topic number 2 here. That is Kodai friggin' Senga. Senja, I believe it's Senga, okay? With the English language, you never know. I believe it's Senga. But in his Major League debut on, I believe it was Sunday afternoon, so yesterday, bro, in the first inning, he kind of looked rough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have a group chat where like I talked to some of my boys about baseball, and one of them was like, "Yo, Senga's a complete boss." I was like, "Yo, let him cook, bro. Hold on, let him cook." So in the first inning, he threw 36 pitches, kind of got himself into a little trouble. I think he gave up 1 earned run. However, bro, after that, he kind of settled down pretty nicely. He finished off pitching 5 1/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. But keep in mind, like, bro, majority of that, like, damage, like, the 3 walks, the 1 earned run, that's all in the first inning. After that, bro was cruising. And obviously he has, like, that ghost forkball. This is the definition of what Mets fans were looking for, right? This was a huge, I want to say X factor, huge question mark when it comes to, like, how confident the Mets were going to be feeling going into the rest of the season. Because don't forget, they already lost Justin Verlander on the IL. So that's, like, one of their key free agent pickups gone for now. So, you know you're going to get out of Scherzer for the most part, but then again, he's getting up there in age. You can't expect him to be healthy all season. Carrasco, they lost Quintana, right? So Kodai Senga's, I agree, AB. He's basically a replacement for Chris Bassett. However, I think he could be better than Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett, like, is your definition of a number 3, kind of mid, not going to lie. Senga, if he pitches to his potential, he's a solid number 2 in that rotation. Maybe not, like, if Verlander and Scherzer are doing their thing, but a 3-headed monster, if they're all healthy and they're all performing, a Verlander, Scherzer, Senga, that's deadly. It's deadly, bro. And that ghost forkball is intriguing, bro. I don't understand, like, how people just invent pitches like this. How do you just randomly invent a ghost forkball? What does that mean? I'm no pitcher. I'm no baseball almanac. But I don't understand how you just randomly invent a ghost forkball. I don't even know what that means. How do you throw it? At this point, I feel like I need to, like, look up a YouTube tutorial and be like, yo, how do I throw a ghost forkball? Because if I do, I could maybe be a Major League pitcher. Just a thought. But regardless, I think this was definitely, like, promising if you're a Mets fan. I can't see any reason why Mets fans would, like, look at Senga's first start and be like, yo, I'm discouraged by this. I think you can only be encouraged by it, and I also think that there's definitely room for him to improve. Yeah, bro. I mean, I also don't want to hear anybody being like, oh, it was against the Marlins, it doesn't count. Bro, the Marlins are a good team this year. I know, like, we went over this when I did, like, my NL East power rankings. If you look at the Marlins lineup, it's pretty good. Like, I'm looking at it right now. This is the lineup that Kodai Senga faced in his Major League debut. Ready? You got Luis Ariz, Jorge Soler, Jazz Chisholm, Avisail Garcia, Yuli Gurriel, Jesus Sanchez, John Birdie, Jacob Stallings, Joey Wendell. Are we going to sit here right now and say that that's not a good lineup? Come on, bro. There's no way you're going to sit here and say that that's not a good lineup. That's a quality-ass lineup. Maybe it's not like, oh, like, we're going to win the World Series type lineup, but it's a lineup where I could totally see them sneaking into the playoffs. I think everyone might be sleeping on the Miami Marlins this year. And I know, bro, like, at this point, like, maybe my hot takes don't mean much since I, like, kind of a miss with the Phillies so far and whatever. Like, it's 3 games in the season. Cool your horses. That's not the saying. Calm your horses. That probably, calm your horses. But, yeah, bro, like, this is a solid lineup. AB says first 3 are good. Yuli Gurriel is washed. I don't think Yuli Gurriel is washed. If you want to say Yuli Gurriel is washed, you're washed. How about that? I think that you put Yuli Gurriel in a winning environment like Miami, because Miami is a proven winning environment, bro. I think he's gonna flourish this season. I think it's actually like the opposite of what he's dealt with in Houston, to be honest with you. He's kind of been like the definition of consistency, the definition of clutch. In Houston, he was kind of just like a peg to that wheel. I think in Miami, he's taking on like more of like a veteran presence in that lineup. More of like what Nelson Cruz is doing in San Diego, or like Matt Carpenter in San Diego, where he's basically just like a veteran presence in that lineup. They don't need him to hit 350. I think if he hits 250 and just is a nice little 5-6 hitter for them, I think that's what they're looking for, bro. So, just saying. Put that in your little Yu-Gi-Oh card holder. Marlins, gonna be good this year. Let's ride. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Senga. I'm really intrigued to see like his next upcoming starts. Because, bro, I think we've kind of talked about this in the past. But it seems like every time like a pitcher comes over internationally, it's always super hit or miss. You know what I mean? It's either like you got like a Kei Igawa who literally can't even pitch in the major leagues, or you got like a Masahiro Tanaka or Yu Darvish who comes over and they kind of pick up right where they left off in Japan. So I'm really intrigued by Senga. I think it's promising going into his next start. But for now, I'm going to sit back and enjoy. That's all I'm going to say. Topic number 3 here, bro. Before we get into like other miscellaneous stuff that I do want to touch on from the weekend, I feel like I have to address the Philadelphia Phillies. I spoke to you guys at nauseum about how good I thought the Phillies were this year, how elite I thought their offense was, how solid I thought their pitching staff was, and I'm here to say that I'm sticking with that every single way of the word, bro. Like, there's no way you can sit here and look at the winless Philadelphia Phillies and tell me that they're not going to make the playoffs this year. This team is too good to stay winless for the whole season. Okay, yeah, sure. They lost 16-3 to the Rangers. Not ideal. And it's not ideal to get swept by the Texas Rangers to start off your season. However, also, it's also not ideal that they're coming into the Bronx to play the Yankees starting tonight. But I think after this series with the Yankees, because at the end of the day, I'm Yankees before Phillies. Sorry to all my Phillies peeps out there. The Phillies are going to start off the season 0-6. That's what's going to happen, bro. However, I think after that 0-6 start, they go on an absolute tear. The Phillies are going to go 0-6. It's what happens sometimes. However, bro, after that, I see them going like 20-0, like a 20-game win streak. I definitely think that they've kind of underperformed these first few games of the season. I mean, Nola got rocked he pitched on opening day, right? And I don't think Wheeler pitched too well, right? Let me pull up the box score. So Bailey Falter pitched yesterday. He gave up 2 earned runs and 5 1/3. Bro, honestly, that's not that bad, to be honest with you. And then on Saturday, Wheeler, he only went 4 1/3, gave up 4 earned runs. And then Sir Anthony Dominguez came in. He couldn't even record an out. He gave up 4 earned runs. And then Craig Kimbrell came in, pitched 1 out, and gave up 3 earned runs. Bro, if you're Craig Kimbrell, you're probably sick to your stomach that you gave up 3 earned runs and only recorded 1 out, and then Josh freaking Harrison comes in after you and gives up no earned runs and records the final 2 outs of the inning. At what point do you just like hang it up and you're like, yo, at this point, maybe I'm just not a pitcher anymore? That would be defeating. I don't think there's any coming back from that, bro. You let Josh Harrison outperform you on the mound. That's a little sad. Bro. Like, Sir Anthony Dominguez, maybe I'll give him, like, the benefit of the doubt just because, like, he's had a solid season last year. But Kimbrell, bro, what a fall off. You literally walk in and let Josh Harrison outperform you. I will talk about the Phillies lineup, though, real quick. Just because I will say, I know they're dealing with, like, injuries and stuff like that, but I'm looking at this lineup, and it is nothing. Absolutely nothing as to what I thought it was going to be coming into this year. I mean, bro, why is, like, I know Harper's injured, but you got Jake Cave in right field. You got Bryson Stott at second, cool. You got Edmundo Sosa at third. Derek Hall is your first baseman. Garrett Stubbs is your what did he even play? Oh, he pinch hit for Realmuto. Bro, after like that 3-hole, this lineup is kind of ass. I still have faith in my Phillies, though. I do, bro. I mean, it's just not an ideal start to the season. And then tonight they start that series with the Yankees. Yeah, it is tonight against the Yankees, right? Yeah. So tonight they play against the Yankees. It's going to be Nestor versus who's pitching for Philly? Nestor versus Taijuan Walker. So this is this is an intriguing game if you're the Phillies and if you're the Yankees. Because one, you want to see what Nestor could do. I know he missed the WBC because he had that injury, started spring training late because of the injury. Taijuan Walker, If you're a Phillies fan, you're intrigued by this too because he's one of their free agent pickups. You want to see what he could do on the mound. But, yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to this game tonight. If there was any game where I could, like, tell you guys, like, oh, make sure you watch that one tonight, I'd probably say Yankees-Phillies is the way to go. Maybe, like, an honorable mention would be the Cardinals-Braves at 7:45. But I think the game to watch tonight is definitely Yankees-Phillies. That's going to be a very fun matchup. I wish Harper was healthy. But for the sake of the Yankees, I'm actually happy he isn't. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other takeaways from the weekend that I could remember. I saw Trout and Ohtani went back-to-back. That was awesome. I will say, though, kind of disappointing because it was off my boy, Unhinged Yankees friend, Ken Waldichuk. Not ideal. Shout out to Ken, though, bro. I think that this is just like a learning experience for him. Bro, shout out to Ken Waldichuk. I think that he's going to be an absolute dog this season. Just one rough start. It happens, bro. He's going up against Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. Like, what do you expect? You know what I mean? But yeah, first night game of the season for the Yankees tonight. That's awesome. I told you guys on Thursday the vibes were absolutely electric, so I'm excited for the first night game tonight. I can't wait until, like, the weather gets a little bit warmer and you're able to, like, go to a night game and just wear, like, a short sleeve t-shirt and shorts. It's going to be vibes, bro. It's going to be very nice vibes. Speaking, kind of like backtracking. I know we talked about this last time, but going back to the Anthony Rendon thing real quick, I saw that MLB was investigating it. Like, I'm not really too sure, like, what there is to investigate. I'd be shocked if he doesn't get suspended. If I had to guess, I'd probably say he gets a 10-game suspension. Anything less than that, I'd kind of be surprised. I could maybe see it being like 5, but I think 10 is kind of where it's... Bro, he swung on a fan. Well, let's just be real here. He swung on a fan. He's going to get suspended for a decent amount of time. And to be honest, probably deserved. Just saying. But regardless, bro, I'm not sure if there was any other real takeaways. I guess we could okay, real quick, I feel like I should touch on the Rays because I was kind of like pissing on the Rays in my season preview. And they started off the season pretty hot. I think they're 3-0. They're one of the 3 undefeated teams to start the year. And they're starting a series up against the Nationals. So the Rays could easily be like, oh my God, bro, do the Rays have the easiest schedule of all time? Bro, the Rays might actually start off the season like 9-0. This is actually kind of sickening. So obviously they swept the Tigers to start the season. Oh, they faced the Tigers and they swept them. Shocker. Now, they have a 3-game set against the Nationals. Oh, Nationals. Oh. And then they have a 3-game series against the Oakland A's. The Tampa Bay Rays might have the most cookie cutter setup to a season I've ever seen in my life. They have the first 9 games against teams that absolutely suck. Sure, it picks up a little bit with like the Red Sox and Blue Jays, but then they face the Reds. And then the White Sox. Then they face the Astros. Bro, oh my. You know what? I feel like the Rays, maybe I was sleeping on them, but I think also they're taking advantage of a very, very weak schedule. Just saying. Just throwing that one out there, bro. If you still think I'm sleeping on the Rays, you could just make your own bet and line it. Because I'm not sleeping on no one. Because they suck. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap things up for today's stream. Like I told you guys, we're streaming every day this week. Possibly not Thursday. We'll see. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for a nice little noon stream. We'll recap the games tonight. Hopefully we'll be talking about like a fun Yankees-Phillies game. I don't know. We'll see. But you guys know the deal. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. We're going live every single day at noon. Next week, I think we might change up the time a little bit. Maybe we'll do like nighttime streams. I'll let you guys know about that. But yeah, you guys know the deal. Follow Betr Baseball and just about everything. We're pumping out so much content this season, so make sure you're there for it. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll see you all next time. Peace.